Hey you, Pete Donaldson here from Wrestle Me. For crying out loud, please like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and tell all your friends about Wrestle Me. It does really help. Now, this is a video compilation of myself and Mark's trip to Wrestlemania in Los Angeles last year. If you want to see what we're up to this year, head on over to patreon.com/WrestleMe. It gives you early access to all of our videos. Some videos we can't even put on YouTube because of the WWE lawyers who hourly try to take our stuff down. You also get the newsletter, you get 70 odd pages of it each month, what Mark works really hard on, and the Discord as well. So get over there now and see how Wrestlemania weekend is going right now in Philadelphia with me and Mark. I might crash my car again. That's what I did last year in Blooming Wrestlemania against Ariana Grande's house. Go and do it. Go on patreon.com/WrestleMania. Bye. We begin our journey hurtling around the M25. It is chucking it down out there. It is atrocious weather this morning, but should be at Terminal 5 very, very soon indeed. Ready to record a podcast in the bowels of T5 / the back room of a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, I believe, thanks to one of you lovely Patreoners. Jesus Christ, I mean, I don't look good. I don't think I'll be welcome in Los Angeles personally. I think the moustache and undercut combo just makes me look a bit shit, Peaky Blinders extra. Looking to make some moves in Hollywood come pilot season. Awful look. There was a bloke in the Turkish bars I was getting my haircut. I said, look, undercut, size 2 on the back please, and sides. And he basically gave me a 1, I think, or a 0. I mean, it looks terrible. But he sort of combed all my hair across like there, and coupled with this moustache. Like, there was a guy in the Turkish pubs, I swear he was taking a picture of me because I looked so much like, well, you know who. I mean, I'm very happy that Mark didn't buy tickets to that all Jewish cards in Los Angeles this week. I don't think I'll be welcome. I mean, you'd stop nowhere near that, wouldn't you? You would stop, wouldn't you? You would stop immediately.
I mean, look, that is. I mean, that as well. I can't connect that. I don't know what they look like when they're healthy. They don't do anything.
Could be anything, couldn't it?
Let's get one of each.
I'd love to just pop my mouth around the top of that and suck the cauliflower cheese looking.
They used to do something like that at Marks and Spencer's, which was rolled ham with cream cheese and had a tiny little spring onion bulb in the middle. Good memories.
Great memories. Who's that behind the wall?
Oh no! I'm having a shower.
Mark is having a shower.
Welcome to a shower in Heathrow
Terminal 5.
Exciting.
How did they let us into here by ourselves? I don't know.
This is a very flash bit.
This is what we look like in a toilet, because we are in a toilet.
I'm pointing at myself.
Well, I'll sit on the bidet, Mark, and you sit in the toilet.
Hey, look, this is like being in the Spice Girls, guys. Welcome. So we're starting our new show. It's our Wrestlemania tour.
Yes.
Wrestlemania.
Wrestlemania.
We're here at Heathrow. We've just recorded a little show, just messing about, doing some shit, and you can listen to it very soon.
Yeah.
We are about to get on a flight. It takes 12 hours. That's annoying.
Going to Los Angeles.
Yes, but we are going
Hollywood.
Watching all the special
silver screens.
Like gold dust shine. Notably not on, which is a real shame.
That's a shame.
Let's end this by saying if we don't make it and the plane does go down, we really do not forgive people who subscribe for 1 month and then never came back.
Yeah. I mean, you'll know full well there'll be no more content because I'm fairly certain nobody at Stack or Mark's company knows what the password is for the Patreon. So you'll be hearing nothing from us. And we won't even get the news. We'll just stop broadcasting.
No one's going to report our death.
No, exactly.
The thing to remember is we have actually got a special thing which is like a dead man's hand, they call it. If we die at any point, it shuts the Patreon down. You cannot cancel your subscription.
Exactly.
And that money just keeps coming out. Do you know where it goes? No one knows. No. The important thing is, it's an absolute fucking pain.
You'll never get clear of us. We'll be hopefully landing on terra firma very soon. I mean, slowly. Just a normal plane descent, if that's all right.
Yeah.
British Airways.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be back here soon.
Yeah, and look, we've got the WrestleMania house, we've got the WrestleMania car, so keep it WrestleMania. Hadn't thought that through. Don't know if you could tell.
Mark. Hey, there's Lewis Capaldi. I could have seen him at home. Lewis Capaldi is playing at WrestleMania.
Mark's on the wrestle bus.
Yeah, it's quite late, isn't it? We're tired.
Quite late. It's long flight. We're having a coffee.
Yeah.
We gotta get a bus to the taxi to the hire car.
I don't know how many people who design American airports listen to the show. If there's any, do it better. You've got to do it better.
When we were in Heathrow, we got invited to go into a room to record a podcast. We can't record a podcast here.
Given a tiny pie. Here, I'll get a bus. Get a taxi.
Leave a little packet of the Japanese sweet haichu on the floor.
Oh, somebody knew you were coming.
Somebody straight off the ANA from Tokyo, Haneda.
Unusual for Japanese people's letter. Would be a trick.
It's the Wrestlemania!
What have you got?
Woo! Cause I'm a paparazzo! Yeah! WrestleMania! Oh! Pete, how are you enjoying driving in LA at 39?
It's all right. They've given us a much longer car than I requested.
Very big.
Which always worries me. This is the sort of car that I would worry about whether I was wearing dirty boots in. So,
yeah.
And now I'm driving it and I have the power to crash it.
They've given you a car as well that really makes it, like, it hides the fact that you're a guest.
Yeah.
And people will expect you to be a seasoned LA driver.
Exactly. The roads are nice and wide, but I
Yeah.
mean, look at this guy. This guy's got no lane etiquette at all. He's just having none of it. But look, there's that big building. It says Cumulus on it.
Oh, look at that. A little bit of a power cut and the word come just blasting out over this city. This looks unbelievably good, this filming. This looks...
I like you brought little Sony View cam.
I'm very much doing alternative news. I used this same camera to bother the parents of a number of the victims of Sandy Hook.
Where did you join in for one? Did you enjoy the flights? We've not spoken since. We've not spoken since the flight, Mark.
Yeah, do you know what? We slept. That was the important thing.
We did have a little
You know, it was. There was
a very lovely. A very lovely Scottish lady who was sort of looking after us on the flight.
Yeah.
Not us personally, but like the rest of the flight. But she was very like, when you finished your dinner, she'd sort of go, "Oh, you can come round my house anytime you finish your dinner."
It's funny, isn't it? People still do that thing about stewardesses being sexy, don't they?
Right.
But it's been, I would say, at least a decade since anyone under 50 was a stewardess. And
true?
Yeah, I think so. They've become like mumsy.
But I think with BA, I think it takes a while for you to get on BA. You got to do your due. So the young women who become wrestlers, are on Ryanair.
Yeah.
And you
there is absolutely no point me being on a 12-hour flight unless I can entertain the sexual fantasy of having sex with one or maybe two stewardesses.
Oh, Marky Mark.
How else am I going to make the time pass, Pete? Watching the Banshees of Inisherin? I don't think so.
I watched a film that was under Best of British on the BA in-flight entertainment. Best of British. It was the film Suicide Squad. Best of British. Harley Quinn. Best of British.
Richard Curtis's Suicide Squad.
It's quite good. John Cena was quite good in it, but he is too big. He's clearly. It's not even just the size of his arms and the size of his body, the size of his bum, the size of his legs. It's the veins that are going into it. They're just disgusting, and they're disgusting to be seen on a Hollywood film.
Why is it that working out makes your veins pop.
I know.
What the fuck is going on there?
If you sort of went to a room and the concealed HDMI cable and power cable for your 45-inch flat screen just burst out of the wall. There's an issue there that needs to be fixed.
Or got really veiny with like
wiggly,
thinner,
green,
narrow cables coming out of it.
It's disgusting.
It really is.
And it has to stop, John. It has to.
It has to. Oh look, that number plate almost says hug.
I'll give it a hug with the front of my car.
If you give him a hug, I know what'll happen. He'll shoot you with his pistol.
Oopsie doopsie.
Wrestle me, Peter.
It's 9 o'clock on the first proper day here in LA, and we. Wow!
Dragon Boy.
We decided to look at those clouds. Mark's been up on having a wander up there as well, vaping away. We decided to go to Wal-Mart because we tried to go In-N-Out Burger. They wouldn't let us in.
What time is a good time for a place to open for food? 9?
Yeah.
No, 10? No, 9:40.
9:40.
Yeah, told it by a man wearing the costume. He could have just opened up and let us in. He was ready to start.
Put the heaters on.
But it's unions, isn't it?
It's
I support them. I support them.
We're going to go inside and just dick about for a bit until In-N-Out Burger's open, so...
So I hope you're really happy that you're a Patreon.
Oh yeah, and I crossed the car a bit. Bye!
Tony's gone buff for this cereal. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Look at that. They got the AEW of Chris Jericho when he first performed in Mexico as Lionheart. If you think I'm leaving without this Ultimate Warrior in the traditional AWA Remco style, my friend, you are wrong.
So what's going on here?
So this is him in his early career in the 90s.
That doesn't look anything like him.
That does,
What's
yeah,
he
that doesn't
done?
look at him.
What's he done to his face? Has he coloured it in like it might as well paint that time?
The hair is very yellow. And I'm having a laugh and a drink. I'm having a laugh and a drink.
Look at this guy.
Oh,
I like this guy with the.
Oh.
He looks a bit.
I
sad.
hope we see him at WrestleMania defending the belt. Tiny
It's Matt Riddle.
That child has not done any of the things that Matt Riddle's done. There we are. Oh, and who's this? Holding the Intercontinental Champion. It's Curly
Same
McGee.
boy.
Yeah,
Is that the same boy?
he's done very well.
He's done right.
Oh, I'm not going to play ball. I'm going to sink this awful franchise.
The thing is, like, he should know because he's a wrestler. Like, the heel gets just as much heat. Just be a bad guy. What's this about? I've never seen the film. I don't know what it is. I've just been told that that's what he's up to. All right.
We had the option to watch it on the plane, and neither of us took that option.
No, I was watching the Best of British film, the Suicide Squad. So yeah, Best of British.
You gotta be more generous, dude. These are going to go further down in price in the coming weeks and months. Oh, I'm recording this all in portrait mode.
Oh my. We're obsessed with the idea of getting Asuka at a WWE signing event to sign.
In total, it's cost me $40 and $80 for the meet and greet, so $120 to basically turn that into $0.
Oh, look at these guys! How many Noel Gallagher Funko Pops are you selling? There, exactly.
Oh my god!
There's a Frank Zappa one over there.
There's a Frank Zappa one.
Piece
There we
of
are.
shit.
I
don't think he'd like that. I don't think he would have endorsed that.
I love the fact that culture is now just a smear of Gamora, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Hercules, and Mr. Gruberson.
Mr. Gruberson. Is that the soup guy? That's the soup guy from Seinfeld.
There's a Roman Reigns head of the table one with an exclusive Funko Roman Reigns t-shirt.
Imagine if I see someone with a Funko version of a Roman Reigns t-shirt at this fucking WrestleMania.
I'd tear it off. I tear it off them and I do a big Gunter slap. Crack. I go to prison and I'm happy about that. Asuka, can you sign this? Little baby. Wait for it. What the fuck is that?
A weird forbidden animal. Right? Do it again, you dirty birdie.
Yeah, that's right, he's bricking it. What can you see?
Proper naughty little birdie doing a number on this big tree. Look at him. Dirty birdie. Absolute bloody rotter. You dirty little bird. Hey. We've just been to Wal-Mart. Mark bought an Ultimate Warrior.
I had a chat with a fellow fan.
Yeah.
I mean, that is nice. He saw me looking at the Ultimate Warrior and he's like, dude, that is one cool figure. He said, I bought two. I bought one for my brother. He said, look at the back. So I turned it over and he went, no, I meant the back of the figure.
So I can't open it in the shop.
I paid for it, mate. Also, it's staying mint on card.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
And stop talking about your brother.
But he was so nice. And it was nice to have a sort of moment where you go, oh, this is not shameful in some way. That was very nice.
I just returned from buying some, let's say, Boo Boo Begon, some Tipex for the back of the car.
Oh, so, there we are.
So hopefully the Avis fireplace will not know.
Chance.
Well, yeah, they're never gonna not notice that.
The important thing is, we're now on stage 2. We're going to go to a Target.
We're off to a Target.
Target is like the sort of cheaper end of Walmart.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know, because Walmart just seems to be a shop that just has like it has everything you could possibly need. I knew what I wanted. I went in, I found it, I fucked up.
Walmart.
How many fishing lines do we need?
I mean, amazing. Walmart is, I suppose, like a massive Costco. I think Target's like a big B&M home stores.
Right. What's a Marshall's?
A Marshall's? Ladies' clothes.
There was a woman who came on. We were looking at a big bird squawking away on this awning. And the woman came out of the shop and went, "Are you looking at a UFO?
A spaceship?
Are you looking at a spaceship?"
And she was a
normal,
a hot mum type.
Hot mum.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what to say, so I said, "I wish," and she laughed. But I was thinking, I don't know what I mean by that.
I wish I was on a spaceship.
I'm looking at a bird making a big noise.
Real big noise.
Real big
noise. Bird make a big noise on big moves.
Target, these look a little bit like willies. Is it big? Yes, it's very big. So this bit is basically a collection of stuff that is like what people think of when they go, isn't America horrible? There's pancake cereal, the viral trend brought to life. Pete, a butter sculpture.
I just think this is like an AI fridge.
Isn't it? Marshmallow, like whipping cream that you spray. Then Lucky Charms sugar cookie dough
Sweet
with
lovely.
marshmallows bits.
I mean, that's kind of normal.
The M&M's thing, yeah. Then you get this where it's all like chicks and bunnies
The
and you have to
Pillsbury
do work.
Doughboy is making some kind of weird...
And in the middle of it, you know, creme brulee. Like it's weird.
Don't bring creme brulee into this.
Creme brulee is too good for this fucking display. A Britt Baker, and you go up. Oh look, some legends, Pete. There's AJ Styles when he was starting out. But around about the time he used offensive language in some promos.
Oh, did he? What?
The F word.
Oh.
Yeah, not fun.
Right.
There's Bradshaw. Look, there he is.
It's interesting.
Nobody wants that. There's 2 of those. Holly, AJ Styles.
He's kind of.
Becky Lynch, no. Becky Lynch.
He's got the kind of miserable face.
Oh, Becky Lynch.
I'm very annoyed.
Let's have a little overview of what's here. So lots of WWF figures, but all from sort of different eras. None of them seem that new. That might be Target. This Hangman Page figure is not doing well, is it?
No, it's the only one they've got.
That's the only one they've got everywhere. Let's look at the side. Ooh, some people. The Nia Jax. Jake Hager. No one cares.
You got a hoodie on? You could put that hoodie on any of your figures.
I tell you what, though, Pete, he's the only person who can find a fucking hoodie in the whole of Target. Yeah,
I can't find a hoodie.
I've been
can't find a
looking.
jumper.
I can't find a jumper. I'm going to die of the cold.
He keeps on asking about jumpers, though nobody knows what you're talking about.
No.
Sweater.
No, that's what I'm doing wrong. Oh, look, that's got some extra heads on the side. Look.
You pop them in your mouth.
Well.
Oh, hello, Mr. Shark. I'm so tired I can't even do anything with this, to be honest.
Make him say something offensive.
Well, like AJ Styles when he was starting out. No,
Pete,
not even even the Apex Pro.
Mate, come on. Mate. Mate.
Not even.
No.
Not even an
No.
Apex Predator would do that.
Pete, we've just ordered one of the classic American dishes. It is the Outback Steakhouse's blooming onion.
They basically have a normal onion and then they put a tiny bit of Santex in the middle and just blow it up. It's great stuff.
Why don't you try and pick a piece off and eat it and explain to me whether that was just hand straight in the dip?
Oh, it feels like I've just pulled out like a little crab's leg or something. It's very hot. Hello, Mr. Bronson from Grange Hill, and Mark Haynes here. We're very tired now because A, we got up at 3 AM, but also we just sat down and ate what can only be described as a big fucking onion.
Huge fucking onion.
Big, huge fucking fried onion.
Biggest onion you've ever seen in your life. Cover it in batter. There's 3 times as much batter as there is onion. There's a dip.
Yeah.
It was such a bad idea. Anyway, we're coming straight home.
I'm driving straight to the fucking airport. Too much, silly.
Thanks for supporting us.
Yeah, bye. Do you think this is enough sponge?
I think we're going to need more sponge than that.
Look at the size of that washing machine, Mark.
Tumbler.
Huge. It's bloody huge.
Where are we, Pete?
Oh, I don't actually know.
You don't know.
Don
We're
Quixote?
at the Don Quixote bar to see Pandemonium Pro Wrestling. I'm going to show this up because I've already been in, so you can't use the QR.
Don't show the QR
It's
code.
too late. What are they going to do? Go back in time? Don't go back in time.
Don't go back in time. You'll kiss your mum.
The guy's about to show tickets, so let's turn off the camera because actually people tend to lose their shit over stuff like this.
Purity. We're checking out the houses of the rich and the famous, Mark.
This house, formerly owned by Jeffrey Epstein, financier.
Big tower block. Not sure what's going on there. Big house. Don't know what's going on really, to be honest. Don't know where anybody lives. We're going to pretend to be tour guides for the day and say that Sting lives in every fucking last one of these houses.
That is interesting because the lead singer of the Police, Sting, used to live in this house.
We're back on the hunt for celebrity homes. 1249 over there. You would not believe how many Yakults that person has in their fridge.
It's the owner of Yakult, Dorothy Yakult.
Mark, we just finished with Ring of Honor, and none of the things that everyone wanted to happen happened, and that's wrestling.
I would say, what could be more wrestling than gathering a man's family to see him win a title in the worst year of his life, and then go, do you know what'd be funny? Let's not do it.
Yeah, let's not do it.
He didn't have any of the great big feel-good moments of last year, but hey, that's wrestling.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
You know, maybe we'll come back and we'll watch it and we'll go, next year, there'll be nice things happen.
Some nice things happened. The guy with the brain bleed, Shibata,
yeah,
he won,
he
so-
won thing.
Yeah.
You know, Kingston lost and
Kingston lost.
then Mark Briscoe lost, and then, you know, I always fell into a hole back there.
He did almost fell into a hole.
Yeah.
But, you know, 6-2, and I saw Jade Cargill sitting on a bin near the loading dock. So my evening is made.
I mean, you also got to see John Moxley.
I did get to see John
buying
Moxley.
the wine, didn't you? Yeah, I missed that bit.
Mark went to buy us some wine, and we're the only people drinking wine.
Yeah.
And the person who's running the concession stands tried to offer me with red wine a glass of ice until somebody else who worked there said, "You don't put ice with wine." And he went, "I don't fucking know."
I mean, that is the thing that won't be reported in most of the mainstream wrestling sites.
Yeah.
It was just another thing that made me think that the Supercard of Honor could have been better.
But so Mark missed the Mox and the Cargill and nearly fell down a hole.
Well, but I missed a hole. It was a bit of luck. It just looked like this one. Like this fucking one.
There's just always a hole somewhere, isn't
What's
there?
wrong with this?
Fucking
bloody
Los
city?
Angeles! The city, you fucking holes in the floor, more like.
Hey, Los Angeles, you can stick this city up your ass.
It's breakfast time in the WrestleCon Hotel, Mark, and we've already seen Buff Bagwell.
Look, that was Buff Bagwell's table.
Buff Bagwell's table.
Not there now. Coming down the stairs, we saw Sweet William
We did
himself.
see Sweet William, and his hair is so wonderfully dyed that each and every little tiny, because he's got a buzz cut, with a little kind of like bit on the top. His hair is so beautifully dyed. Every little tiny fibre of his hair is dyed, and his scalp isn't undamaged by the dye.
Absolutely worth making the point. It still doesn't look any good. It looks absolutely appalling. He came out of here. I did think, not sure I want to touch any of the food things that he has been near.
Yeah, we don't want this. We don't want a buffet that's been touched by wrestlers and wrestling fans.
Did someone say Buff? Buff is
nice.
That's what he would have done.
Yeah,
Had
exactly.
he been better at this job, which I don't think he was, but
No.
he looked well. He's had his troubles, but he didn't seem to be,
being sick at the table or anything like that, or driving a car into the pork sausage dish. So
we did get here late, to be fair, and obviously I've been tainted by WrestleMania last night, and I've ordered some cinnamon toast crunch.
I really hope there's like a sort of like Pampers for adults in like Cody Rhodes and Road. Like they'd sell anything. I tell you what I think about that is I think that is a key thing that they're using for a sale.
Oh, you reckon, right?
Additional revenue streams.
Yeah, okay,
can make,
that's fair.
make
Yeah,
it look as appealing as possible.
And that's why they took the cinnamon toast crunch money.
When you see that, right, it's not that they want you necessarily to eat this. It's that they want the Saudis to see that cinnamon toast crunch will make the Saudi Arabian government money.
Yeah.
And therefore, they will buy it from the disgraced billionaire Vince McMahon. The more you talk about it, the more awful it is that this company is allowed to thrive.
Yeah, let's just stick to WrestleCon with all of the problematic men of the 80s.
Absolutely.
At least they're doing it on a smaller scale.
That's it. And there is something about you are putting the money directly into their hands, so they can then just buy crack.
Oh dear, Mark.
Absolutely.
What is he fucking doing?
He's like a 1920s black and white silent movie villain.
I'm surprised anything can grow on that taut, fucking chemically enhanced face of his.
It's clearly been put in with tweezers.
Good God.
Someone has made a comment here, Pete. It says, he looks like he volunteers to check toilets for truant children. Absolutely damning.
Oh, yeah. So what we're doing right now, Mark, is the morning of WrestleMania. We're about to head on over to Effie's Big Gay Brunch.
Yep.
But we've not got tickets to WrestleMania, Mark.
No, we haven't. So what we're going to do now is we're going to see if we can get some. Sometimes they go down in price. Sometimes they don't. But we're going to have a look. Oh, good. We can't find any results for WrestleMania 39.
It's a great start.
This is the worst possible start.
So, Marky Mark,
There we are.
WrestleMania Night 1 is finished. What do you reckon?
It was a little bit underwhelming, wasn't it?
It was a little bit. I'm not really sure why.
No, I mean, there was the matches like, Uso and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. You knew you wanted to see them, but I don't know. I mean, it was just there wasn't anything where you went, "Oh, that's brilliant."
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we spoiled last year. I can't figure it out.
yeah, I think we really were. I mean, I think when the big sort of special surprise guest is Kevin McAfee, and we saw him fight Vince McMahon the last show we went to.
Yeah, I mean, Pat McAfee. I don't know what I don't know what I was. I mean, they're all. He's there.
Yeah.
Bunny is part of the roster.
Yeah.
Like all of the exciting surprises.
Give me Pat McAfee versus Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Then I would have gone, oh, that was something special and really great. Instead, I got the Miz, didn't I?
You did get the Miz.
I got the fucking
At least the
Miz.
Miz. Yeah, a surprise Miz. The surprise should not be a surprise Miz match ever, really.
No, and it was a Miz
Yeah,
match
yeah.
because he didn't do anything. He just got beaten up. I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
No.
That's the right thing to do to him.
They put cigarettes out on him.
I know. I mean, but yeah, just a slightly underwhelming show. Everyone should hang their heads in shame.
Bye. We're back for day 2. Mark's been told he has to smoke away from the stadium.
I mean, I was away from the stadium.
Away
a long
from the
way,
stadium. It's
but-
fine. Hey. It's WrestleMania Day 2.
Yes.
We're going to have a lovely time.
Look.
We've just been on the bus.
We have.
A man sat next to us and he smelled of vinegar. How do you smell of vinegar?
I know. And
Unless you're eating a lot of vinegar.
And what did I say to you earlier? I said the worst thing I could imagine would be someone coming up to me and saying, "Who do you think's going to win in the match?" And he did start that
He
a
did
bit.
start that, yeah.
And I was a coward, and I just sort of
Said Omos.
"Yeah, Omos." He
Omos
was
is
an
gonna
Omos
win.
fan.
He was an Omos fan, to be fair.
homosexual, and he was very interested to see how that match panned out.
Yeah.
I've got to say, no one's talking about the Edge Finn Balor match, and that's the one.
No one's mentioned the idea of, because I've never seen a cage match and I'm interested. I'm actually not. I'm not interested at all.
No,
So there
I
you
mean,
go.
it's going to be a disaster. But look, I mean, the big news right now is that the WWE looks like they're finalising a sale with Endeavour.
Endeavour, who are the parent company of the UFC. They are a good fit insofar as they manage, obviously, a sort of, you know, combat sport. They are famous, of course, with UFC charging $70 for pay-per-views.
Right.
That is very much. This is going to be the last WrestleMania you guys are going to be watching on Peacock. Let me tell you that. The 3 days are over. We will look back on this and we will go. We had paradise and we took it for granted.
Yeah. I'm going to be rebroadcasting stuff on IPTV.
I should imagine
with Wrestle Me commentary.
They are going to be so shit hot on the YouTube copyright as well.
They're going to be the
thank
worst.
God we can't monetize it.
Yeah.
The key thing as well is for us, we finally got our tickets. That's the good news. The bad news for us is that cost us nearly £600.
It did, yeah.
What
We tried to play a game of cat and mouse with fate and destiny, and we lost.
Some days you're a cat, other days you're a mouse. Today, eek, I'm eating cheese.
That was WrestleMania day number 2, and once again, children have been disappointed. We saw the Briscoe kids got absolutely their legacies torn away from them.
If you have a child appear with you in a main event, it's like a rabbit on a ship. The ship goes down, your career is sunk. I think that was a really, really bold decision. I think it's the right decision, and I think it's the decision that people who are buying this company will want.
Yeah.
Because they want the man who's led it for the last 3 years with all of the figures and all the money it's brought in. They will want him to be in place when they do the show. They don't want new.
No,
they don't want untested.
They don't want something that might not happen 3 years from now. They don't want.
I tell you what, yes, does it hurt Cody Rhodes? Yeah, quite badly.
Yeah.
Does it make Roman Reigns even better? Yes, it does. And that's a gamble, I think. If I was Vince McMahon,
If you were Vince McMahon, I think you'd have bigger things to think about, to be honest.
I would, but if I was Vince McMahon, that's exactly the thing I'd have done. Shortly before I'd gone into the room with my son and gone, why did you ruin my show? Why did you ruin my show? Why didn't you just be able to not, break your knee? Thank God for Snoop Dogg. Never thought I'd say that.
No, that was so good from him.
For the wrestling professional.
He absolutely bossed it. And presumably had some kind of contingency plan, but presumably he didn't know what that contingency plan was because he's stoned out of his mind most of his time.
I think, there's a moment, isn't there, where you talk about when the chips are really down, even when you're really drunk.
You can
trust. A moment of clarity.
You can trust Snoop Dogg to absolutely rescue everything.
Snoop Dogg has been off his fucking box since 1991. But you know what? When the chips are down, he's like, one moment of lucidity, I nailed it and made it better. It was better than watching a match with Shane McMahon. Congrats, Snoop Dogg. You're the man who saved WrestleMania.
All good.